So hi everyone, this is the last topic in our subject, molecular biology and diagnostics. So here we have the genetic techniques. Genetic techniques is like a summary of all of the topics that we've discussed ng mga reporters way back nung prelim up until now na final. So genetic techniques, as said here in the PPT, include all of the methods to study the genetic phenomena such as heredity, variation in DNA structure and function. These techniques play a fundamental role in understanding the molecular mechanisms underlying the genetic inheritance, gene expression, and genetic variation. Genetic testing, on the other hand, is the laboratory analysis of the human chromosomes, DNA, and RNA to detect the genetic material and identify the genetic changes. So, the genetic techniques encompasses a wide range of experimental methods and approaches used to study and manipulate genes, genomes, and hereditary traits. So, these techniques play a fundamental role in understanding the molecular mechanism underlying the genetic inheritance, gene expression, and genetic variation. So, yun nga, as I've said before, yung mga tests or yung mga techniques na na-discuss way back before ng mga reporters, way back nung prelim pa, is parang ito yung summary niya. So, such as yun nga, polymerase chain reaction, DNA sequencing, gene mapping, expression, and etc. So, parang ito, lahat nandito na dito sa genetic techniques. So, genetic techniques is like a phlebotomy kit when in venipuncture procedure. So, diba sa phlebotomy kit, nandun lahat ng mga equipments and medical equipments na kailangan natin for venipuncture, such as the syringe, the cotton, the alcohol, and such. So, parang ganito yung genetic techniques. Andun na lahat ng methods. So first on the techniques that are belong in the genetic techniques is we have the PCR or polymerase chain reaction. So it's said here in the PPT, it is a powerful laboratory technique used to amplify specific segments of DNA, creating millions of copies from single piece of DNA, and has become more essential tool in various fields of biological research, diagnostics, forensics, and more. So the polymerase chain reaction techniques is based on the enzymatic replication of the DNA. So yun lang yung pinaka-principle niya. In PCR, this a short segment of DNA is amplified using a primer-mediated enzyme. So the DNA polymerase synthesizes a new strand of DNA complementary to the template DNA. So the use of this technique is, it is highly accurate way to diagnose certain infectious diseases, identify genetic change that causes a disease, find small amounts of cancer cells that might be in other types of tests, and it is widely used technique for amplifying the specific DNA sequences. No, it allows researchers to generate millions and millions of copies of target DNA region from a small starting sample. So said here in the PPT, we have the key applications. First is we have the gene amplification or yung pagpaparami ng gene, molecular cloning, gene expression analysis, detection of infectious diseases or agents, molecular diagnostics, genotyping, and SNP analysis, forensic DNA profiling, and ancient DNA analysis. So in ancient DNA analysis, if I'm not mistaken, ito yung mga sinauna na nasa mga museum. So di ba kailangan pang pag-aralan kung saan siya nagmula, kung ano yung andun sa gene mismo or sa DNA mismo. So, dito sa forensic DNA profiling is, I believe, report to nila Ella. And sa gene amplification niya, yung pagpaparami, yung cloning, yung paggaya nung, yung paggaya nung ganong gene, nung rare, it must be rare gene, so kailangan mag-cloning. Detection of infectious diseases, of course, may mga sakit na associated in this genetic traits and inheritance genetic traits and etc. So another technique that is belong here in the genetic techniques is we have the genetic engineering. Genetic engineering specifically refers to the deliberate modification of an organism's genetic makeup using recombinant DNA technology or other molecular biology techniques. This allows the modification of an animal or plant genomes. Techniques have been devised to insert, delete, and modify the DNA. So in genetic engineering, it is also called genetic modification. So why is it called genetic modification? From the word itself, modification, it is a process that uses laboratory-based technologies to alter the DNA makeup of an organism. So this involves altering the DNA sequence of an organism genome by introducing a foreign DNA from another organism or synthesized in the laboratory into its cells. Genetic engineering techniques include the gene cloning, gene editing, and gene insertion. So here we have, if you guys could remember the report of Miss Leila way back nung last week, she said that in her report, no, there are insertion, deletions, and mutations in genetic that causes an disease in inheritance. So one of the diseases that are involved that is that may mga Cri-du-Chat syndrome sa mga deletion ng certain genes. So para din siyang genetic engineering, no? So may mga certain gene na may defect, and so genetic engineering is that ina-alter or minimodify yung isang sequence or yung isang specific na location sa gene. So, ganun siya. By introducing a foreign DNA from another organism. So, as you can see here in the PPT, ito. There is an agrobacterium from a plant. Then, they targeted the DNA segment and remove it. So, as you can see, meron lang silang target na DNA na kinuha. And, that DNA, kinulture nila muna yun siya bago nila in-inject sa another plant. And, nung na-inject nila sa another plant, syempre, naging modified na yung agrobacterium kasi na-inject na siya. So, once na na-modified na siya sa another plant, magkakaroon na ng another plant na modified. Kumbaga, parang bagong species. Pero ganun pa rin siya, same pa rin siya, pero magkaiba yung genetic makeup niya. So, it's a genetic engineering or also known as genetic modification. I don't know if belong here yung genetic na modification or pag-alter nila ngayon na yung isang gene ng isang animal is itutusok nila sa another animal, kumbaga tiger and lion. And then another one is another one that I've seen on Facebook is that yung fetus ng tao, ini-inject nila sa eggs ng sisiyo, ng chicken. So, parang kakaroon ng half human, half animal. So, it's also somehow like that sa genetic engineering kasi somehow modification din siya. Another technique that is involved in genetic techniques is we have the genetic mapping and linkage analysis. This technique is used in genetics to determine the relative positions of genes and chromosomes and to identify the genetic markers that are associated with specific traits or diseases. These techniques are crucial for understanding the inheritance patterns or genetic traits, elucidating the genetic basis of diseases, and mapping the locations of genes responsible for the particular phenotypes. So in this technique, it is a linear order of genes or genetic markers along the chromosome. So in the physical mapping, it determines the actual physical distance between the genes and markers on the chromosome. So in simple words, genetic mapping is it only determines the relative positions or may mga specific positions na relative, doon nagfo-focus itong genetic mapping. So from the word itself, mapping, kung saan located yung mga specific genes or loci doon sa chromosome. So in physical mapping, they are usually measured in base pairs or BP or kilobases or KB. In physical mapping techniques, this include the DNA sequencing, fish or fluorescence in situ hybridization, and RFLP or restriction fragment length polymorphism. The physical maps provide a detailed picture of the structure and organization of chromosomes that are essential for genome sequence projects. So as you can see here in the PPT, as meron tayong genetic makeups, physical makeup. So yung physical physical map that I've said before kanina is specified siya sa distance, na actual distance ng mga genes or markers sa isang chromosome. So, as you can see here, merong mga numbers yung cytogenetic makeup and merong mga genetic makeup. So, ito yung mga markers na meron dito sa P-arm and sa Q-arm. So, dito, is naka-specified lang siya sa mga locations ng isang genes. So one of the example of the defects or diseases that are belong here in genetic mapping is we have the cystic fibrosis and the Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So the genetic maps have been used to successfully find the gene responsible for relative rare single gene inherited disorders such as yun nga yung dalawa. So the cystic fibrosis is an inherited disease siya that is caused by mutations of the gene called the CFTR. So yung CFTR is yun yung cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductase regulator. So once na yung tao or yung patient is nagkaroon siya ng CFTR na mutated na galing sa 2 copies nung ganun na CFTR na gene na mutated galing sa each biological parent is magkakaroon siya ng cystic fibrosis. Since yung CFTR na protein is siya yung CFTR na gene, siya yung nagpa-provide ng instructions dun sa CFTR proteins. So once na magkaroon yung isang patient ng dalawang ganun is magkakaroon siya ng cystic fibrosis. So as I've said before, the genetic mapping is yun siya yung specific relative na magka-close na location sa isang gene or chromosome. So another is the Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which is caused by either spontaneous or inherited genetic mutation ng DMD gene. So normal lang na may dystrophin gene ang isang tao kasi nasa muscular yan. So once na nagkaroon ng muscular injury or mechanical injury ang isang patient, no, tapos may problem dun sa gene na nag-hold ng ganong instruction, yung protein na DMD is yun, magkakaroon ng Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So, fortunately, this genetic mapping solve this diseases kung saan ba nagmumula yung mga diseases na to.